credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Third and long for Mayfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Started to look like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Seibert's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where script.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston, he completes it to Evans. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play. Winston to Evans, 56 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Winston. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, 32 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this. And oh, he coughed it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Last stop.
So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
180. Coming to you.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 39 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
First down, Winston. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? Blue ready. Not today, you are. Not today. 53, 53. Check 53.
Now Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check. 53. Check. 53 is mine.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. He's got Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like...
And the pressure gets to him again. Olivier Vernon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 33 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score.
Oh, and this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And it's second down.
180! Wild Bill. Alert 3. Real. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Man, that's trash. Out. Hey!
Now Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Throwing, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You.
A run for Nick Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
53, Mike.
Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offense.